as we find ourselves in a pause. Nothing too crazy, though. We take a look. A lot of branches.
I was about to say the same thing. It
A
always
lot of branches.
sticks out to me.
Do you think branches should get like a stacking capability or something like that?
I get what, sorry?
Like a stacking capability, or maybe you buy so many branches.
We already have that. It's called Magic Wand.
No.
It would be too OP
no.
if you could, like, I don't know, get 10 branches and suddenly you have a new item called the Forest.
Hay bale. It's just a bunch of branches together to form a hay bale.
There we go.
That's the B-Cop thought of the day. AKA where my brain goes when I should be listening to a
How many of your ideas have been added to the game? You've been saying this for a few years now. Is there a single one that's been added?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, we'll start from there.
That was mean. You know what? I'm gonna go with that was so mean.
No, I like stats. That's what I like. So just wanted to
Stats don't
check.
lie. I'm 0 for 5,000 on my thoughts, but like if you're just including Dota, that's the number. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Have any of my ideas been implemented? Does the frog ever listen to me?
You got to say more of your ideas. Eventually, you're going to get one correctly.
You know what I really need? I need an editor out there to go through all my broadcasts for the last 3 years. And if I've made a attempt at putting something new into Dota, just put it into a compilation. I'll give it to the frog, and maybe one day we'll get one in there.
I'll give you a piece of advice. Let's start with something that is not as extreme as you're putting it out, where you're like, Muerta, but Spirit Break. Like, she can jump on top of a hero, turn and control allied hero for like 2 minutes.
I don't say that.
While having a free hand on Midas. And like, some of your ideas do sound like that.
What? No, they're never that extreme. I mean, my Hand of Midas 2 idea was pretty cool.
I don't even remember what it was.
Neither do I, but I remember I said Hand of Midas 2, and I was pretty excited about it. And then I said, and you know what? There is one. I said upgraded Diffusal. And then I remember you gave me flack. You were like, you mean Diffusal 2? And I was like, no, a different like upgrade to it. And well, now we have that. So I'm going to say that's a check mark for B-Cop innovation.
Okay, that's one. Okay, sure. You took it from Dota history, but we'll give you credit because it has been removed from the game for a good 10 years or something. And now it's back. But let's check the laning stage. Fly. As you said, going to be playing this Huerta. 5-0, so you have a hero that runs in. Spirit Breaker doesn't like trade as good as some other 5s in the lane. You need to get close, get those bashes in. FY keeping the distance.
You're really trying to figure out what this Muerta is going to accomplish in this lane. But I am excited to see what it could be.
We should have an okay time in this lane. Beastmaster, Shadow Demon already used a lot of mana. 2 or 3 disruptions have been popped.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly have any mana regen left for him, but maybe he's going to try and grab that Lotus Petal or that Healing Lotus, and we'll see what he can get here. We really haven't talked about the equilibrium and trying to catch the timing on these Lotus Petals. How important they are to lane. How important do you think they are to the lane?
Very.
Is it as important as getting water runes? I kind of thought you were going to elaborate a little bit on that one.
Yeah, no, I was just kidding. Yeah, it does push you into this like situation where you can play aggressive. You pop a magic wand, maybe a fairy fire. There's a big turnaround play with it, so you want to pick it up as soon as possible. Want to push out the lane. Oh.
Ooh.
Blue.
He's fine, so is Teaming. He's got that level 1 in the Impetus. We've seen some Impetus damage be pretty crazy at times. I wonder if he's going to go 2-1, or if he wants to get that enchant a little bit higher.
Probably wants to put more points in enchant. As 5, it's kind of difficult to just like justify going into Impetus straight away. They're doing a good job keeping Slark CS low. Timbersaw's free farming.
Storm's doing a good job as well. Mercy. Kind of sitting low here. Both heroes kind of sitting low. As Fly, he's got one in each. 1-1-1.
Now the real spam's gonna come out. Chalice hits level 3, has arcane boots. You get close. Shadow Poison also level 2. They're gonna get pushed out of this lane now. Spirit Breaker doesn't provide you with much.
Right, and they're already right on the tower. This is kind of crazy, the damage they're putting in. What was the timing on the mid-tier one before? 7 minutes, right?
Yes.
So we'll see if they're able to do anything else like that. Mercy, Blood Grenade, and Shadow Poison. FY is going to get first blood with this Shadow Demon. And again, not a hero that is immediately one that clicks in my mind.
These axes.
Oh, calling? Down, but Fly, I think he's, very dead. He kind of looked lost there.
I thought he was calling for help there because
nobody answered the phone.
Somnus getting charged in the mid lane. Didn't talk about his CS. Of course, gotta have less than Storm Spirit, but still managing to survive. Has Magic Wand Bracer. Tanky enough, sitting at almost 1000 HP. And this also means that Fly is alone in the bottom lane, so they can start to play more aggressive. FY, oh god, this is gonna be 2 mana boots 4-5 minutes into the game, so you can keep spamming it. Not sure if they needed an extra one immediately. Like usually you don't see this build, but it seems like they want to focus heavily. Fly, getting disrupted.
Blood Grenade 2.
Is that an upgrade when you said Blood Grenade 2?
Yes, so
Like
my new
-2?
idea is if you stack 3 Blood Grenades together, you get Blood Bazooka.
I thought you were going to go with stack 2 Blood Grenades and then you get Blood Grenade 2.
Oh, okay. That works too.
That's how I think.
Blood Cluster Grenade. It bounces off the hero and then pops in an AoE.
Whenever I hear word grenade, the first thing that comes to my mind is Holy Hand Grenade from Worms.
Yes, me too. Oh, gosh. I'm so glad you said that. Hallelujah. I love it. Ah, okay. I'm done. Somnus, mid. XM and Frisk are here, but TMing coming in with a Wild Wing. And that could mean a Hurricane action. But thinking about that Rolling Thunder, they'll bring FY over, who will now not be able to stop XM from bottling up that Arcane Rune.
If you want to kill Pangolier, I feel you need to catch a mid shield crash so it doesn't land, doesn't get that damage reduction. With Vortex, that is.
Charge, Disruption was used. And there's a Bash, Lightning Vortex, and this is XM, well, with an Arcane Rune, so stopping him is going to be very difficult. They're looking over at Mercy now, as the axes will land, and FY is going to get a kill here.
Rolling Thunder mid,
yeah.
This looks
Rolling
like
Thunder.
a very dead Panga.
No, he doesn't want to go into the tower.
Panga. I'm not sure what that was. Didn't want to commit. I would have committed there, but Somnus.
And now he's got the Vortex, and Somnus just dies on this one. Didn't want to commit to the tier 2 tower, but dies anyway. Maybe would have been better off going into the Pugna, and Nether Blast with a right click. They get the kill into TMing, and that is another kill here for Piggy Killers.
Piggy Killers putting in a lot of work early on, same as they did in the previous game. This Arcane Rune coming in very handy, secures them multiple kills. XM off to a great start, sitting at 40-9.
This looks really good for them. I guess, again, it's one of those games where maybe the 4v for Azure Ray isn't working out, and they need Wu to kind of do more on... Like,
Mercy's gonna drop bottom.
Yeah, this is 4 stacks, axes. Ooh, 29 health.
That was close, but Fly also very low, which does open up a tower. Beastmaster's still level 5. There's a big difference. Timbersaw does have a full level advantage.
Yes.
And now it makes his lane extremely strong. You're playing with Pugna. Pugna also very high level 5.5 already. Slark doesn't do much now against Timbersaw. So he wants to keep farming the jungle because he's level 6. Maybe show up in a lane, try to do something, but it's not going to be enough.
TMing not getting hit by that timber chain. Didn't actually connect on anything. Ava's chasing because they know they've got the charge. Pounce, leash, Chakram dead. And Lou, he needs to be pretty careful. He's got Shadow Dance if need be. Frisk over off to the side. Only has 4 stacks on that Essence Shift. But FY spots him. Now into the life drain, but there's the disruption. Charge out onto Lou. That'll land. Fly is here. Goes into the Shadow Dance. And Fly will miss that dead shot, but the Ball Lightning over to get the kill into FY. Frisk is low. Ball Lightning over.
XM still
and
chasing.
the attention is on to Lou. Lou needing to get out of this one, but he won't be able to do so as Frisk ends up dead to Somnus, but Lou dies to XM, and that's a double kill for the Storm Spirit.
Piggy Killer's bringing in numbers, all 5 heroes. And look at this sneaky ward that Tian Ming just placed, like right in front of tier 1 tower, at least where it is right now. Not going to be there for a long time. So Slark getting countered by Spirit Breaker charge. They know where he is. He's not getting that Shadow Dance region. And XM manages to kill it. So they TP mid, refill his bottle, refill his mana, go back to full HP, full mana now. This is exactly what they need to do. Play around XM. We've seen how powerful it is in the previous game, and they want to repeat this.
Yeah, so let's see what they can accomplish with that. Beastmaster picking up a token. And we'll send that back. Sark's got a Colt Bracelet. Let's take a look at the items here. Let's see what I can take a look at. Rolling Thunder, not gonna do enough. Somnus has a Spark of Courage, and you can see Charge now coming through in a Lou. He is not sitting with a lot of health. That's why on mid, you get the calling down. They get the kill into FY. XM's got another, and he's on a mega kill streak, 5-0-1. He's starting to pop off, and that's a big issue. Lou also now getting charged up, and I said that charge was coming in. He goes into the Shadow Dance. Timber Chain. Ava doesn't want to go too far forward, even though he's got Spirit Breaker. Back over mid, they'll get a kill into Tian Ming, and there's action all over the place where now Piggy Killers kind of get themselves a little bit of a net worth advantage.
And they're playing so well. First 10 minutes looking as crisp as they did in the previous game. They're not stopping Lou.
Oh,
Shadow
trying to
Dance
get
already
out.
used.
Ball Lightning and the right clicks. Lou's dead. XM getting another one. They're going to go after this Frisk Ugna, but that's not an equivalent exchange. They cannot call themselves Edward Elric.
Still region going on XM. Extra mana coming out from him. Kaya. Seems like he wants to go for... Is that... very interesting. Just Sanj. After picking up... that's not interesting. I didn't see Kaya in his inventory for some reason. I thought it was Falcon Blade. I don't know. Sometimes they do... think that this is the same item. Some huge stacks being cleared right now by Azure Ray, which is going to keep them in the game. They want to get this Diffusal Blade as soon as possible on Somnus, so you can deal with Timber, burn Storm Spirit's mana. It's going to be a huge pickup.
Oh my god, blowing up FY. They really don't have anything going for them right now on the side of Azure Ray. Especially with the fact that Lou's died so many times. They go to the Prime Roar, they hit the Swashbuckler, the calling's down. Lou's going to be hit by that. Look at the damage coming through onto the Sark. XM right on top of Lou. He goes into the Shadow Dance and needs to leave. Look at his net worth. He's the lowest farmed core at the moment.
It does happen when you play into Timber. If you're not having a good lane, Storm Spirit, Spirit Breaker, these are tough matchups for Slark.
On a Somnus that did hit the Enchantress, so a Somnus going into the Swashbuckle. XM's pretty low. Needs to be careful, but Mercy will fall to Chalice. When they get anything more, they've got this Hawk that's giving them vision, but the Timber Chain all the way across Roche's Memorial, and that will be the end of that.
Now fights are going to be different. Pangolier picking up that Diffusal Blade, Spark of Courage, going to be tons of damage. They also have a little bit extra control from the Centaur Conqueror against Storm Spirit. Not sure if I like this mana boots from FY too much. They committed with both, like 2 mana boots in the laning stage seems a bit too much.
Right.
And then he proceeded to die multiple times, and now you're stuck in a situation where you don't have a defensive item, so he's going for Yule's next. Imagine if that Arcane Boots was just like Staff of Wizardry. He would be already super close to Yule's. Then you can stop Spirit Breaker from charging in, dispel multiple things like the Cripify, Bulldoze. protect yourself against Storm Spirits, try to set things up for maybe like a Pounce play, not the easiest one. And Azure Ray, they want to get some kills now. Let's see if they can find Fly maybe.
Oh,
Is
finally
there?
picked up that Echo Saber. They're coming through on the Rocky Bridge. And Shadow Poison. Also, get off that ult with the Demonic Purge. The calling will silence them both up, and Frisk is going to come through and throw that Nether Ward onto the high ground. FY now kind of caught in no man's land. This is a split on two ends of the fight. They're trying to get the kill into FY. The life drain won't get committed because they've got that centaur that stomps on it, but the Chakram, and FY's cornered himself. They'll get the kill there onto the Shadow Demon.
Beautiful execution there from Fly. Nice spell usage. First he gets that shot, gets that fear onto Pango, then silences him with the calling, so he gets away. If the calling doesn't connect, they would commit with Rolling Thunder, but at least now they're going to be able to get some damage done onto tier 1 tower. Might be even able to kill it with some extra help from Skelly Bros. And Chalice will get it, push himself closer to this Helm of the Overlord creep.
Yeah. So Arcane Boots, Helm of the Dominator, going into the Helm of the Overlord. It has a stack to farm up here. Is this a game where Little Friends is viable?
I mean, it's the shard that you don't want to buy. You get it for free, where you get like multiple creeps. I think that's the biggest one, but using Little Friends is kind of meh.
Swashbuckle and FY again with that Demonic Purge, but Mercy's going to be able to TP out. Ball Lightning now looking for FY, Rolling Thunder, but the Disruption was used pretty early, so XM going even further. He doesn't have a lot of mana to work with. Ball Lightning over to the side, and now he's empty. I'll have that wand to pop, but the Swashbuckle hits, so his mana gets drained immediately. Now they've got the life drain to give him some more health. The calling's down, and it stays down for a while. Lou up in this fight, FY in trouble. He's bashed, and they're looking for the Nether Strike. They'll get the kill into FY. They use the Primal Roar. It's on to XM, but do you have the pounce? Do you have the leash? Do you have the damage to get the kill? You might. Lou doing a lot of it. He goes into the Shadow Dance with the Chakram on him. He's down to half health. Still ring around the Rosie there with Mercy on the other side of this exchange as they look over at Ava, but he's pretty tanky on this Timber Saw. Somehow Mercy is getting out of this.
No way he's getting out of it.
Ball Lightning Vortex. Lou's dead, and they still don't have the damage to get these kills and take out these heroes on the side of Piggy Killers.
Mercy even tipping Somnus there. Mercy bought so much time and also kept Pangolier away from Storm Spirit. I think in this situation, as Pango, you need to instantly kill this Spirit Breaker or stop chasing him, reconnect with the rest of the team. You can feel that they lacked damage there. They couldn't, because it's also a bit of a control with the Diffusal Blade.
Fly. Dying to Somnus, and TMing will die there to XM. XM, again, doesn't have a lot of mana, but Chalice taking out Frisk. These are kills all over the place. Everybody's fighting on a different side of the map.
XM is playing so well, understanding how much he can push it without dying and also TPing out of the trouble. We also got to give credit to Frisk, who's been playing with the Storm Spirit throughout the whole game, keeping him alive. Does have 4 staff available now. Great against both Beastmaster and Slark. Lou still lacks damage. Doesn't have enough to just connect onto a target and kill it. I also thought that he might go for Diffusal Blade in this game. I would prefer if he does go for it, because right now I see Blades of Alacrity, but also getting Aghanim Scepter for that second jump, a little bit more control. Finds Pupil's Gift on Timbersaw. Always a good choice. On Universal Heroes, it's a lot of tankiness, gives you some decent right-click. I mean, Timbersaw not the hero that benefits the most from right-clicks, but still amplifies your farm.
Another strike. Charge. Somnus. Ooh, life drain. They got him. They put that together really well. A little nervous for a second that he might have gotten out of that one, but now the charge, they're going for the rest. It hits on it too. FY with the disruption, trying to save Chalice, but they're surrounding him. Primal Roar getting the pushback. Now Lou coming in, pounce, leashing, killing off Frisk. FY at least got that. As the ball lightning comes over to the Shadow Demon, he's
XM
trying to
low
run
mana.
away, but he'll finally fall. And they look over at XM and they'll take out this Storm who had been dominating before. So a lot of gold going the way of TM Ming as he got that kill on X, and they'll also take out Mercy. And this is starting to stack up the way for Azure Ray. They have the pounce, they have the leash, they'll get the kill there on the Ava. And Lou's got a double kill, and he's going to pick up a lot of gold for that.
Yeah, this is a fight without Fly. I feel like he needs to be there as well, because your items, you want to be taking these fights. I see Mask of Madness, Crystallis, Falcon, but these are all like small items, casual Blitz Knuckles for now. So you deal a ton of damage, and it felt like they needed it, because he was relatively active early on, showing up in a fight, using Deadshot, calling to choose where they want to take it, and now fights are going to be much more difficult, because Slark does have that Aghanim Scepter, and...
Did he pick that up mid-fight?
Ags? Yeah, it got delivered mid-fight. Mercy's doing a lot of work, not just in the laning stage, but a couple of these fights connecting with charge on multiple targets. And as soon as they kill Pugna, it means that there's not going to be save, no Force Staff, no life drain to replenish HP or mana on Storm Spirit.
I think Azure Ray have kind of hit this point where they can kind of jump off. Pounce, Leash, Disruption, save on a TM Ming. And the Death Pact, look at the damage coming out of the XM, the Force Staff away, the Yule's up into the air. They get the kill on the Fly. They'll take out the Muerta again. So Lou, trying to fight, goes into the Shadow Dance. He's got this axe, so he has 2 pounce charges, but only 1 available at the moment. Somnus trying to go into the Rolling Thunder. He bounces off the steps, and now he's going the other way. Timber Chain, Shield Crash. They're on him. Swashbuckle and a kill on Ava. Taking out the Timbersaw back-to-back is really going to shut down his game quite a bit.
Somnus is very tanky. Love the item build. Diffusal Blade straight into Heaven's Halberd against Storm Spirit, and most importantly against Muerta, gives him the tankiness, status assistance, holding on to Gossamer Cape, so he understands that he needs to go like Madman mode, soak up most of the damage, might be saved from Shadow Demon, and Mercy's gonna drop here. They do have
well
Sentry.
As the Pugna. Nope. He's safe. Well, Decrepify and hit me now. I love this old chicken doing a pull-up banner. It's very, very funny. Yes. It's like one of those keep your chin up posters with the cat that's just trying to do the pull-up. Lightning Vortex calling down. They've got the silence onto the Enchantress. Look at the damage onto Somnus. He's down under half health already, but they get the disruption. They go to the Primal Roar. It's going to be on the X, and they have the pounce to leech him up, but they go to the life drain and Frisk. They'll die first. Goes up into the air. Mercy now going into the Shadow Amulet, trying to get away from this one. Lou's already low. He dies to Fly. Big kill to get when you're taking out the Sark. Vortex into the charge.
XM no mana.
Get into the Shadow Amulet, but XM without the mana,
poison already.
He's going to end up dying. They've got the Swashbuckle landing on a Mercy. They'll take it a third. They don't need Lou at the moment. As they continue their onslaught, Azure Ray, they hit this marker, and then they just have not stopped.
Power of Enchantress, you'll love to see it. I think this is your favorite thing to do, Tian Ming, when he, like, just position 5, position 4 Enchantress, when the hero goes ham in the fight. This is only Dragonlance, max impetus, Demonic Cleanse, picked up from Shadow Demon, so that's going to keep them healthy.
It's a bit of an oxymoron, right? Demonic Cleanse? Are you cleaning the demonic aura as Shadow Demon? You're purging the demonic aura with Izzle? Aren't cleansing and purging the same thing?
True. Also, to point out, I feel this is like, I praise the build on Somnus. Yeah, they have Sentry. He's gonna drop because he went really crazy in that fight. Shield Crash, didn't die, gets disrupted, gets another round of spells. This Heaven's Halberd, if it's a different item, he dies there. And now holding on to Shield Rune. So Shield Rune, Shield Crash, gonna make him extremely tanky. There's nothing to dispel it with. Gossamer Cape, what an item.
Yeah.
This item's too good. It's just like, it got buffed. Like, even if it was on 5-second cooldown, before it would still be super strong, but having a mischance against hero like Spirit Breaker, Storm Spirit jumps in, he does have Witchblade, so that's true strike, so he will get the hit nonetheless. But against a hero like Muerta, does help out a lot. Plus movement speed. I don't think you can ask for anything better out of the item.
Silver Edge picked up for the Muerta. But Aegis for the side of Azure Ray. And they use that Twin Gate. Break down through to the other side, and Shield Rune for Somnus activated.
Blade Mail picked up by Somnus. Interesting choice. He knows that he's going to be soaking up most of that damage in the fights against Timbersaw, against Huerta. There's a lot of uncontrollable damage coming up from Gunslinger, so great value.
What a great value.
Indeed.
Calling only level 2 at the moment.
Yeah, you want to max out. Like, this is the ability you want to have early on, but you want to max it out later. Because Gunslinger, Deadshot, 2 powerful abilities. They will need to have some kind of a dust.
Oh. Demonic Purge. And charging, but not at a fast speed at all. They've got that Yule's up into the air, and they will slam him down. It's FY who's got that Yule, so Blue will get the kill there while they're going after Chalice. Chakram and Deadshot. Chalice is dead. Nicely landed there by Fly.
Piggy Killer need to split the map because they have really good ways to gank the side lanes. You have like Muerta showing up from Silver Edge, Spirit Breaker with the charge, Storm zipping in. In terms of straight up 5-on-5, they can't really match. I mean, Azure Ray doesn't have like the most team fight, but they are the ones holding on to Aegis. So they want to be grouping up and taking those fights. Somnus, not the easiest target to kill by any means. He just spouted him.
Oh gosh, Pounce leashing, and that is XM trying to go through the Twin Gate. When you've got these double pounces, you're just able to get these kills so easily with a little bit of backup, and they've got themselves another one of Frisk, and Somnus is on a killing spree. They're going through the Twin Gates too. They kind of want to keep up with this. You need to be careful if you're on the side of Piggy Killers, and well, they have found themselves Mercy.
Nice bounce. Catches him mid-air. Slark, 14 Essence Shift, 10 Permanent Agility. Also holding on to Gem that Tian Ming purchased for him. So gotta get rid of most of Vision. Wherever he passes, there's gonna be some extra gold coming out Tian Ming's way.
Always nice to get that support gold. Bottom tier 2 is going to drop pretty quickly.
Radiant structures are fortified.
There goes that tower. Azure Ray kind of sticking together. They still have this Aegis on Lou for another 2 minutes. Somnus' Blade Mail doing some work here in these fights. Like you said, uncontrollable damage. And maybe they go for another tier 2 over mid. They did have a creep wave there, but they're looking to go all the way towards top and potentially catch Fly.
They spotted him, this deep observer board. And sitting underneath the other one as well.
Double pounce and goes into the Silver Edge, but they've got the Gem and they will spot Fly, but they just don't have any way to stop the TP.
Whew, that's a rarity to see Slark not having a single pounce with Aghanim Scepter available.
Kind of getting lucky to catch him on the in-between, but he went to the double pounce to try and get something out of it. Now they're going to look over as they've got themselves the Primal Roar. Disarming the Timber Chain away, but the lack of mana might be concerning for Ava. Rolling Thunder, they've got the Disruption. Lou's got pounces this time, but Timber Chain again towards the Rolling Thunder. Fly's also caught. No. They've got the Gem. He's in the middle of this exchange that he really didn't want to be a part of. So they get the kill to Fly. They take out Mercy. They look over at Ava. The Swashbuckle. Somnus is in deep. Former LGD player not learning about diving the tier 4s, or well, this time he does know to turn around and not go too far.
This game's going out of control. Somnus, like having Vindicator's Axe makes him even more tanky. Imagine getting 2 hero shield crash. Ooh, they tried. They try to go with Yules. No. They try to use Pounce mid-air.
Ava, look at the damage. Ooh. and Timber Chain into the base, but it's not going to matter, and the tier 3 is going to die.
Slark has way too much. 24 essence shift right now. You take a fight.
Oh.
They're trying their best.
So Aegis expires, but it's not a timing that Piggy Killers can kind of execute on. Charge comes through onto the Enchantress. They go to the call and lose in the middle of it. He doesn't really need to get himself into a bit of a bad position with that. Rolling Thunder used again by Somnus, turning it around onto Ava, who gets the Chakram back. But look at this. They're going and focusing the racks. So Azure Ray, they focus the racks. They start to retreat, maybe thinking that, hey, Piggy Killers are going to chase us. And they'll use this smoke and head towards mid.
There's also another region rune. Azure Ray has been controlling these active runes every single time Somnus shows up with shield rune, double damage, whatever it is. And they're not done yet. They want to keep chasing, controlling the vision. They know that there's none available right now for Piggy Killers, except that one deep observer ward that's going to expire anyway.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Really haven't felt much from this Muerta in this game.
She's been dead
Radiant's middle tower has
A lot.
most of the time, yeah.
Sometimes by coincidence. And then Lou goes over. They'll push in the top tier 2. Slowly but surely becoming a very high net worth lead here for the side of Azure Ray. And there's not much of the map that Piggy Killers can farm.
Radiant's top tower is under
They're kind of corralled in their base and don't really have many other options. So
Radiant's top tower.
charge, Somnus. He'll be hit by that charge. Nothing really doing. He pops that blade mail and they get the top tier 2. So creeps pushing in on all ends. They've also got that bottom set of racks down. So that lane will naturally push in. Where do you go if you're Piggy Killers? There isn't really much on the map to be yours.
You don't go anywhere. You're going to cement your position. You already did in Division 1, but feels like this game is getting out of control for them. They can't leave the base with Storm Spirit, Spirit Breaker. You want to be outside. You want to be getting the kills on the side lanes. Just don't see it happening right now. Azure Ray holding hands together.
Right.
Like farming very close to each other. In case someone gets jumped, they're ready to help out.
$16,000 net worth lead, and Roche will be 2 minutes. Not sure they exactly need that. I feel like one more fight is all Piggy Killers exactly have, and Wi-Fi goes into the Silver Edge, but you got to remember they've got a gem. Calling's down, they've got the silence, but not before the Rolling Thunder is out. They look over at Chalice. He's a little bit low with the BKB pop by XM. They get the kill on a Mercy. They go to the Primal Roar. XM's going to be controlled up and killed off. So 2 heroes dead, one of which doesn't have buyback, and that's XM. No Timber Chain there. Frisk is gone, and well, this is going to be Ava trying to leave. Fly was able to escape, but look at that pounce, leashing him up from such a distance. 4 dead on the side of Piggy Killers.
That was very difficult pounce to land. He found the correct angle, just came off cooldown, and as you said, that's all they have left in this game. One fight, and Somnus, he's not done yet.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks
There goes the
has
mid
fallen.
center axe. This should be a full mega creeps. That's when they called GG last time, was right when they got those mega creeps, and I think they figured that the game was inaccessible to them, and that might be the same here. Potentially weighing their options, maybe looking at one more fight. They're not going to buy back, but they will be up against mega creeps. Smoke used, and if you're using the Cave Johnson voice back, you just heard him ask, can they come back from this?
The answer is no, they cannot. It's almost impossible.
Vortex, but FY just not dying. Fuels up into the air. They get the kill into Mercy. Now they'll look over at Muerta. 4 staffs away, but Frisk, they'll end up dead, and the control onto FY is going to be enough to at least get that kill with the Primal Roar. XM, no mana. So now Ball Lightning up onto the high ground as he is able to activate that bottle to get himself a little bit more in the tank. However, this is still an issue for him. Somnus, he's feared up.
Blade Mail doing some work.
Mail, and it's doing a lot of damage. They charge in. They've got no tier 4s. They look for the Nether Strike. Somnus still surviving, and he stays alive with Mercy right on him. Eventually falling to the Ball Lightning of XM. They pounce leashed on Ava. Ava trying to burn him out, but that's not going to work. It's actually the Flames of the Ancient Black Dragon with the Fireball down that gets that kill. And now they've Vortex Somnus, but the impetus shots onto XM as well as onto this Pugna of Frisk. They'll keep them in their base while they take the throne and they finish the series 2-0. So Azure Ray have at least guaranteed themselves a shot at a tiebreaker.